Hey there, this is Teacher Ola Podcast, episode 302, 5 Polish English mistakes you're probably making and how to fix them. You read English, you understand English, you've been learning for years, but now it's time to speak and your mind just freezes and the words don't come out. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. I've been exactly where you are. I'm Ola and this is the Teacher Ola Podcast. I'm here to help you finally speak out loud the words, the ideas, the English that have been stuck in your head for too long. This isn't about perfect grammar or fancy vocabulary. This is about your voice, your words, your real English. Hi, and welcome back to the podcast. Today I want to talk about something that comes up a lot, and it's kind of English mistakes that many Polish speakers make without even realizing. They are small things, but they can make you sound less natural, they can take your confidence away, and even confuse the person you're talking to. So, in this episode, I'll walk you through 5 really common ones and show you how to say them better with clear examples, like always. Just before we jump into today's episode, let me ask you something. How long have you been learning English? How many podcasts, apps, courses, videos have you gone through and still you don't speak? Or even when you do, you freeze. It's not that you don't know enough. You do, but knowledge doesn't turn into speech by itself. And if you're waiting for the moment when you suddenly feel ready, it won't come. That's why I'm running a one-time event on the 17th of August called One Speaking Club. It's for people who are tired of being passive learners. So it's for you. Let's say it. It's for you. We'll meet for 2 hours. We'll talk about chocolate. Yes, chocolate. Using materials I'll send you before the event. And we'll talk for 2 hours. And after the event, I'll open a WhatsApp voice group where you can record short messages and get my feedback daily for 3 days. And that's where progress happens. Not from being perfect, but from noticing mistakes and moving past them. If you've ever thought, I understand a lot, but I can't speak, this is your invitation to change that finally. Go to teacherola.com/1 and sign up. And yes, my full course, Say It Out Loud, Seoul course, starts on the 18th of September. And early access is already open at seoul.pl. But don't wait for the course. Start speaking now. All right, let's get into the episode. 5 Polish English mistakes you're probably making and how to fix them. 1. To have right. In Polish we say mam rację, literally I have right, but English uses the verb to be, not to have. Why do we make this mistake? Well, this is a classic example of direct translation from Polish. It feels natural in Polish to have right, but again, in English, being correct, being right, being correct is a state, not a possession. Listen to these 2 correct sentences. You are right, I hadn't thought of that. He was wrong about the meeting time. So it's to be right or to be wrong. 2. I have work this morning. I have work this morning. Saying I have work is grammatically correct, but it sounds incomplete or unnatural in a conversation because English speakers usually specify what kind of work, how much, or their state. For example, busy or overwhelmed, etc. Again, it mirrors Polish. Mam pracę, mam robotę. Mam robotę jutro, mam pracę jutro. Mam dużo pracy. That's different. but in Polish it's commonly used. But in English we express availability or busyness more clearly, especially in spoken English. So use these instead. Don't say I have work. Say I'm really busy this morning. Let's talk later. I have a lot of work to do before lunch. 3. I will need an hour. I will need an hour. While I will need an hour is technically correct, it sounds too formal or too robotic for everyday English. It's rarely used in casual speech. This is why we make this mistake. This phrase often comes from textbook English or literal thinking. It makes sense grammatically, so we assume it's natural. But the speakers of English tend to shift the focus to the task, not themselves. So use these instead. It'll take me an hour to finish this. This report will take about an hour. 4. Say the truth, say a lie. This is why it's wrong. The verb say is not usually used with truth or lie. English prefers tell when you report something. Tell the truth, tell lies, tell stories, tell jokes, etc. And here's why we make this mistake. Polish uses powiedzieć prawdę, and powiedzieć often translates as say, but in English tell goes with the object. So you tell something to someone. Listen to these. She always tells the truth, even when it's hard. He told me a lie about where he was. Bonus tip. Speak the truth is also correct, but more formal or even poetic. Speak the truth. 5. I will cut my hair. Saying I will cut my hair means you will take scissors and do it yourself. Not a common thing unless you're a hairdresser. Polish often skips the idea of causative constructions like have something done, have something done. So obciąć włosy doesn't clearly show who's doing the cutting. In Polish, it simply doesn't matter. Another example, I'll make a dress for the wedding. This sounds like you'll sew it yourself, unless you're a fashion designer. So use these instead. I'm going to have my hair cut tomorrow morning, and I'll have a dress made for the wedding. 5 Polish English mistakes you're probably making. Done! Nice! Now let's recap today's sentences by repeating them out loud. Listen and repeat. Let's go! You are right, I hadn't thought of that. You are right, I hadn't thought of that. He was wrong about the meeting time. He was wrong about the meeting time. I'm really busy this morning. Let's talk later. I'm really busy this morning. Let's talk later. I had a lot of work to do before lunch. I have a lot of work to do before lunch. It'll take me an hour to finish this. It'll take me an hour to finish this. This report will take about an hour. This report will take about an hour. She always tells the truth, even when it's hard. She always tells the truth, even when it's hard. He told me a lie about where he was. He told me a lie about where he was. I'm going to have my hair cut tomorrow morning. I'm going to have my hair cut tomorrow morning. I'll have a dress made for the wedding. I'll have a dress made for the wedding. All right, before we wrap up, just a quick but important reminder. Today we talked about mistakes, common ones, mistakes that almost every Polish learner makes. And the truth is, you can't fix mistakes you don't make out loud. Let me say that again. You can't fix mistakes you don't make out loud. You need to speak. That's why there are 2 powerful opportunities coming up, and I really want you to take advantage of both. First, on 17th of August, we're meeting for one speaking club. It's a one-time event where you'll finally get to speak in a real, friendly, no pressure space. We'll talk about chocolate. You'll get the materials in advance, and after the session, I'll be there on WhatsApp for 3 days to give you voice feedback. Go to teacherola.com/1 and apply now. It might be the smallest step you take, but it could lead to the biggest shift. Second, the next round of my complete speaking course, Say It Out Loud, starts on the 18th of September. If you join now at siol.pl, you'll get instant access to the materials and the early bird prize. This is where you go deeper. This is where your daily practice starts, your weekly practice starts, lots of speaking every day, but don't wait until September to open your mouth. Start with the August event, teacherola.com/1. It's happening on the 17th of August 2025. And don't forget your free worksheet for this episode. Download it at teacherola.com/302. That's it for today. I believe in you. I know and you know that you can speak English. So stay fearless, take care, and say it out loud. I'm your teacher, Teacher Ola, and this was the Teacher Ola Podcast. Bye for now.